Hello, my crafty friends. It's Monique with Grace and Tattered Lace. I hope that you guys are doing fabulous today. Hey, if you guys don't see the little red button up there, make sure that you hit hashtag replay. Let me know you're here. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know what you think. Leave some comments. Float some emojis for me. Well, on replay, they don't necessarily float, but you can at least hit that little red one for me. All right, you guys. I see you guys starting to come on. For my live friends, I'm so happy to see you guys. I'm so happy to see my replay friends too, but my live friends are coming on at the moment. Hello, Miss Tina, welcome, and hello, Donna and Lori. Hello, sweet friend. How are you guys today? Hello, sweet Shelly and Miss Brandy. Welcome, friends. And Lisa Ireland. Thank you so much, Brandy. I appreciate you doing the sprinkle thing for me, getting the word out there to our friends. Thank you for the floating emojis. Hello, Miss Roxanne. Welcome, sweetheart. I hope that everybody is doing fabulous today. And Irma. Yeah, no, Kevin. He's upstairs. Oh, Tina, I'm so happy to hear that there was great weather there again. You guys have been having some good weather across most of the states. Yes, thank you, Irma. I love sunflowers. They're my favorite. Hello, Miss Lori. Welcome, sweetheart, and Caroline. All right, you guys, as you pop on, say hello. Let me know you're here. Hello, Sharon. And if you guys are new, let me know you're new. I'd love to welcome you, have our girls welcome you. I should say our friends, because we do have some male friends. So I need to be careful when I say girls, because I don't want to offend anybody. Here comes Roxy. Can you guys hear her running? She's going to bug me today, I have a feeling. Hello, Marlene. Hello, Penny. Come here, Missy. All right. Let's get the cuddles out of the way so she won't bug me. There's Miss Roxy, you guys. And Kevin's not here, so she's probably going to bug me. So we got to get her some love and some attention so that she'll be on her merry little way. Okay. Hello, sweet friends. I'm so excited that you're here. Sue, I'm so excited to see you live, too. I mean, I know you're not live. I'm live, but I'm so excited to see you here on the live. Hello, Angie. All right, you guys, I'm sorry. Miss Roxy has to interrupt once in a while. And since my sidekick, my stress reliever back there is not here. Oh, you were watching the thing with Tracy. I was on support with Facebook trying to help our friend Christy. So I didn't get to see it. I'm going to have to go watch the replay. Hello, Joe. Welcome, sweet friends. Okay, all right, I'm going to put Roxy down so we can get started. Hello, Susie. All right, you go on your merry way. All right, you guys, I want to do a project because on Saturday we did the Birdhouse. She is a cutie. She is a total cutie. We did the Birdhouse on Saturday. And I know it was a piece that cannot necessarily be purchased anywhere, but I want to show you guys how to reduplicate it, get as close as possible to this little birdhouse, okay? And kind of how to reduplicate this whole thing using Dollar Tree items and other items, okay? Because I think it's super cute and you may not have access to this little bird, and I have some ideas for you guys. Hello, Linda. All right. I'm doing good, Susie. How are you today, sweetheart? I hope that everybody's doing fabulous today. All right, you guys, I see more friends coming on. So as you come on, make sure you say hello. Let me know you're watching from, and if you're new, welcome. Let us know that you're new so we can give you a nice warm welcome. All right, you guys, here's the little piece that we're going to use. Thank you, Irma. I think you guys will like what we have to do. Okay, so this came from Dollar Tree. I want to say it was in that new like farmhouse section, but it doesn't have to be this exact one. Hello, Charlotte. It's been raining and storming in middle Georgia. Goodness gracious, I'm sorry. Hello, Kimberly and Nancy. It does not have to be this exact one. You can find anything that is cut in this little house shape, okay? Try not to get one with a chimney because the birdhouse doesn't have a chimney. Okay. Hello. Who did I just miss? I missed somebody. Brenda, Trish, I'm good, girl. How are you? And hello from Flatwoods, Kentucky, and Karen and Pat. Barbara and Diane, welcome you guys. Vicky's from Vancouver, Washington. All right, we're gonna make this over. All right, so the first thing that we're gonna do is paint it brown because we want to get that, be able to give it that, you know, whitewashed look that the other one had. Okay. Hello, Rebecca. Now, I would absolutely love to use that new stain that I have from DIY, but it's more of a stain. And since this has like a chopboard on it, then we need to use paint, okay? Hello, Pat. So we're gonna go to my go-to, Home Decor chalk paint in the color of Java, and we're gonna paint this whole thing, all right? I'm just gonna squirt some on here and hope for the best. All right. Welcome, sweet friends. My brush is a little bit wet. I want to dry it off a little bit. You guys, I got these brushes at, I have a lot of people ask me about these brushes. These came from Hobby Lobby. It has a longer handle. It came in like a whole pack, okay? Let me show you the difference between that and like a regular one. Okay, you can see the difference. I got these at Hobby Lobby, and yes, you can use a barn. These came from the actual paint section, not the crafting section, the paint section, okay? And it was a whole pack. It is called Fine Touch, and I really like them. And if you pay attention, you can get it for 40 or 50% off. All right, so we're just gonna take this paint and we're just gonna cover this whole thing. Hello, Becky. Hello, Laura. And I'm gonna paint the wood too, you guys. Oh my gosh, Sherry, awesome. Should keep you busy. Hopefully you're going to use that fabric that you showed me. I got to get Kevin to cut, you guys. He needs to learn how to cut wood. I won't lie though, I'm a little worried because he can be a little clumsy sometimes, and I don't want him to hurt himself. Okay, so we're just gonna paint this whole thing. Hello, Lisa. Hello, Janine. It's your break for the day. Are you still at work? Probably still at work. Hello, Debbie. Oh, yay, you're getting some rain in Florida. You guys, I heard that you guys were having a drought there. I had no idea. All right, I want to make sure I get the edges too. So we're going to dry the front here and then we'll get the edges, okay? All right. You cut your wood too. It's your own therapy. Oh, you're so lucky. Yeah, I definitely need something to cut with. And that might be something that's on our radar when we move because we don't need to have to transport more stuff. Your husband's handy, but you can't get him to commit. All right, I got to pay attention to you guys because you know what's going to happen after me? Lisa Ann. Inspirations by Lisa Ann is going to go on at 6:30. So I have to pay attention to what I'm doing so that I can turn you guys loose to go catch Lisa Ann. Okay? And I'm already 15 minutes in and haven't done anything really. All right, you guys, as you're popping on, say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know if you're new. So we could give you a nice, good, warm welcome, all right? Yes, thank you for all the floating emojis, you guys. I appreciate it. Make sure you, lots of comments and sprinkles and get our friends in here. Hello, my friend Delma. See, now I really have to be careful not to call you guys girls because, you know, our friend Delma is not a girl. He's a very crafty, talented man. Hello, Stephanie from Honey Bear Creates. And I can't wait to get to Georgia to help him get his page set up, you guys. Hello, Sue and Karen, Sherry. Hello, Debbie from Idaho. All right, let's get the sides. I really need Kevin tonight. Where is he at? He's not helping me by hanging out upstairs, you guys. Especially when I want to get off a little early so I can turn you guys. Yeah, he's upstairs. Can you guys yell loud enough to get him down here? It's a nice springy day in Michigan. Oh, that's good to hear. Hello, Anne. Hello, the roaming gnome. All right, I'm just gonna cheat and get my paint out. It's chilly in Minnesota. I'm not gonna lie, you guys, I have not gone outside at all. I have no idea what the weather is like. I can tell you that it's beautiful though. Maybe Janine, who lives in Orange County, kind of near me, knows what it's like because she's outside. Hello, Teresa. Okay, you guys, let's just give this a quick dry. Let me get the bottom though. Almost done with this. Then we'll do some, I love it, Charlene. I love it. You guys don't want me screaming. It will get too loud because he's upstairs with the TV blasting. Christy can attest to how loud the TV is. All right, let's dry this. And then let's do it. It's a beautiful summer-like day, 72. Oh, thanks, Janine. I had no idea. Okay, goodness gracious, I can't get this to go on. Do I do the backs on these cutouts? Charlotte, I'm not going to this time because of the way we're going to use it today. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. A lot of times I don't finish it on the live, and sometimes I will finish it after the live because you guys don't need to get this on. You guys don't need to sit and watch me. We're going to mess with that later because I can't get that light on. Yes, in my Home Alone voice. All right, let me get it, dry it one more time so I don't get this all over my fingers. All right, you guys, hey, if you guys are new, thank you, Yvonne. If you guys are new, let me know. Let us know that you're new. We'd love to welcome you. Make you feel welcome on the page. And hey, if you guys are a silent watcher, welcome as well. We're here. We're ready to engage with you when you're ready to chat with us. Thank you so much for all of the floating emojis, my friend. Yes, on this particular one, you don't need to worry about it. And a good way to finish it so that you don't get paint all over everything again is just to cover it with some scrapbook paper. That's usually a good, simple way to do it. Okay, now to achieve that kind of whitewash look, there's many ways that you can do it. You can use the Vaseline technique, you can use the candle technique. I'm going to use the dry brush technique, okay? So I have some Home Decor sheepskin, okay? And I'm just gonna put some in my little cup here. And this is kind of like an ivory whitish color. And we're just gonna take one of these little chippy brushes. The bristles are kind of chaotic mess. And I'm just gonna get some paint on my brush. Now I wanna kind of offload it a little bit. I'm just gonna tap the side of my cup a little. And I'm just gonna take this brush and I'm just gonna kind of dry brush it and get that same type of look that I had on that other one, okay? Now I want some areas to be a little thicker and some not. Just kind of like that other one was, okay? All right. See what we have going on. And just as easy as that. That was super simple to do. I'm gonna go ahead and do a little bit on the sides. Now the key here is you wanna make sure you don't have too much paint on your brush, all right? You don't wanna dip it this way. It's just those tips of those bristles, okay? Did I see that we have a new friend that I didn't catch? Welcome. I didn't see your name and I'm sorry, but welcome. We're so happy to have you here. All right, let's give it a quick dry. Hello, Elena. I didn't see you come on. Hello, Carol. Welcome, and hello, Deb. I'm so excited to have you guys here today. Welcome, everyone. All right, now it depends on what you want. If you want this to have, hello, Marissa, hola, ¿cómo estás muy? I was gonna say ¿cómo estás muy bien? But yeah, I don't speak a lot of Spanish. That's about all you're gonna get. Hello, Donna. Oh, welcome, Terry. I see your name now. So you guys, you can leave it like this. You can do deeper strokes if you want to have deeper strokes. You know, a little thicker paint. It's really what you like and what your preference is. But I'm happy with this the way it is. Oh, thank you, Cindy. Okay, now I'm going to take my sanding block, you guys, and I'm going to rough the edges up just a little bit, okay? Ooh, I heard some noise upstairs. Maybe Kevin's going to come down. Let me just show you really quick what we already have, okay? Can you see that? Okay. Hello, Daphne. Welcome, sweetheart. And I'm going to try to get on the inside edge just a little bit. That one's going to be a little bit harder just because there is a little bit of a lip. All right, and now we might have to go back over it just a little bit with a paintbrush where the sanding block took some of the paint off. So it kind of all meshes together a little bit, especially like on that bottom area. Okay, can you see where I was able to get some of that paint off and make it more rustic-like? I'm just gonna take my brush and kind of brush over this again really, really quick. Okay, all right, there we go. There's our little bird. Oh, goodness. Yep. I know where you'll be headed back to, Delma. Okay, now, for our little hole, the other one had a hole drilled in it. Obviously, I can't drill a hole in this one. Well, I probably could if I had the right tool and Kevin's expertise help, but we're just going to use a little cutout. These came in like a package over at Hobby Lobby. Okay, and you can, if you can't do this, you don't find one, you can just make one from cardboard. We're gonna paint this black. Thank you, Carol. Yeah, doesn't it look fabulous? Very similar to what we did on Saturday. All right, I just have some Waverly ink, color ink. You guys, any black will do. It doesn't have to be this one. Oh, thank you, Dana. All right, that's it. Simple as that. I just used the same brown brush. We'll give that a dry. Thank you, Peggy. I won't lie, I ran upstairs to curl it for you guys. Barbara the House came from Dollar Tree. All right, give it a quick dry. Let me turn off my heater. Turn on my Easy Press. Gotta watch the time, you guys, because at 6:30, I want you guys to jump over and check out Lisa Ann from Inspirations by Lisa Ann, okay? All right. Now, some of you guys don't have access to the bird cutout, right? That I used on Saturday. I had that bird. Let's show you again. So we used the bird, okay? So I cut one out. Where did I get the wood round? It came from it came from Hobby Lobby. Actually, you know what? It came from Dollar Tree. Look at that. That's a Dollar Tree bag. Okay, look at that. Dollar Tree. Okay. Okay. We're going to set this off to the side for a moment. Let's do our bird. All right. You guys, I cut a bird out. You guys can just go on the internet and find some clip art and get a bird and cut a bird out. I just used cardboard. All right. Because I wanted you guys to see how you guys can make this without having a shape. So you can just use cardboard. Now, first, I did cut my bird out, but then I thought this is going to be really hard to put on here. We're going to glue our fabric to our cardboard, then cut it out around our shape, because I think it's going to be easier for us to adhere and not mess around too much with it. Okay. So I'm just going to put some Mod Podge on here. Woo, that's an awful lot. Probably more than I needed. Put some Mod Podge on our little bird. And then we're going to put our fabric right over the top of the bird, okay? So I have like a little scrap piece of fabric here. And, okay. Ah, nice tip. Nice tip for the birds at 40% off. In the event that you can get over to Joann's and get one, awesome. All right, let's, I'm going to set this a little bit with my heat tool, and then we'll put the easy press on it. Now, you guys don't have to do this. This is just the way I like it, okay? I like to set it just a little bit with my heat tool and then use the easy press to completely finish it off. Just kind of helps dry it a little bit. Hello, the old rusty shed. Welcome, sweet friends. All right, you guys, as you're popping on, make sure you say hello. Let us know where you're watching from, and if you're new, welcome. Dollar Tree has some cute, chunky birds. Oh, Dana. Nice tip. Mine does not have any yet. All right, we're just going to use the easy press. I really should have my parchment paper down, you guys, but I don't know exactly where it's at, so we're not going to worry about it, but I really recommend putting some parchment paper. Hello, sweet Brenda. I hope you made it home safely. Hello, Lisa. And I can't see who that is. All right. Perfect. Okay. All right. Sorry. My easy press goes underneath the desk. All right. I really recommend using parchment paper, you guys. I really don't recommend doing what I just did. How are we doing on time? All right, now we're just going to cut this out around the bird. I think this is going to be a lot easier than trying to get the bird on the piece of cardboard. Okay. And hey, if you check out your Dollar Tree, it sounds like Delma and Dana have found some birds at Dollar Tree, maybe at Joann's. Definitely go check that out, you guys. Mine does not have any yet. If it had, I would have bought them for sure. Now, when I use the chunkier pieces of wood, I can use my my sanding block to kind of rough the edges up a little bit. I'm afraid if I do this on cardboard, it's not going to work that well, so I'm not going to do it because I don't want it to damage my little cardboard piece, all right? Now, let's do what we did on Saturday, and we will use the little stamp that I had. This is the stamp that we used. I got this at Hobby Lobby. Hello, Rhonda. Where you go, I will go. Where you stay, I will stay. Hello, sweet Mara. So we're just going to stamp that on here just like we did the other day, okay? I just want to kind of recreate this for you guys. All right. We'll stamp this right on the front. There we go. Just a simple, sweet little stamp. Okay. Let's get our little birdhouse back. I think I'm going to go ahead and cut this little piece of twine off the top because we don't need it. Actually, we probably could have used it to tie it onto the wreath, but that's all right. Too late. Yes, isn't that so cute, Mara? All right, we're going to glue this on. We're going to get it kind of high. I think I'm going to put a little bit of moss behind it this time because it's not a full circle like the last time, and I just want to kind of bring it out, the detail out a little bit. Oh, thank you, Delma. I'm down to the scraps. I am literally down to the scraps of my moss. So we're going to glue a little bit on here. And then we'll glue the little circle right onto that. Okay, so there we go. Now, to kind of give this a three-dimensional look, we're going to use, I have a little, the little Jenga block, the little Dollar Tree tumbling tower blocks, okay? We're going to use that here, and we're going to attach our bird onto it. That's going to give it that 3D look that we're wanting. However, I'm thinking I'm going to cover it with some fabric, okay? Oh my goodness, that sounds like a great deal. I'm going to have to go back and read that about the moss. I have a little bit of scraps here. Just because it might hang out just a tiny bit, and I don't want it to, I don't want those blocks to be seen. All right, so we're just gonna wrap these with some fabric, okay? Hello, sweet Sue. How are you today, sweetheart? All right. Woo! A little hot. All right, there's our little Jenga block, our little tumbling tower blocks. Okay, and we're gonna glue that onto our board. We'll glue our bird onto that. And look at how sweet that looks, you guys. Looks very similar to the one that we did on Saturday, okay? I mean, you can't even tell that that is a cardboard cutout. Oh, good, Sue. I'm so happy to hear that. Okay, hello, Vivian from Modesto. She's down the freeway a few hours from me. Okay, let's do a bow. My goodness, we got 15 minutes because I want you guys to go jump on and catch Lisa Ann, all right? Let's do a bow. I have another stand. I'll show you the stand that I've got this time. And I think you guys can do this one as well. You can always do the same way I did the one on Saturday because I used all of Dollar Tree products, okay? Hello, sweetheart. Yes, thank you, you guys. Okay, let's do a quick bow. And then I'm going to show you the stand and we'll put the wreath on and put it all together. But this was the main thing. I wanted to show you guys how you can reduplicate that little birdhouse and what I did on Saturday with not having that sweet little vintage piece that I got from the little vintage shop. All right, we're gonna go ahead and use the Bodabra. I'm gonna put some fabric in here for our tie. Okay, Mara. Thank you for stopping in, sweetheart. Oh. Okay, I just have some different colored fabrics. I don't know why I've been drawn to the pinks and the neutrals. Do I have a specific type of drop cloth? Let's see, Trish, if I can find my paper. Yes. I haven't been, I don't have drop cloth today, but this is the drop cloth that I do like to use. It came from Home Depot, okay? This is key. 8 ounces is the key thing here. Okay, medium weight, but it needs to be 8 ounces for it to tear, you guys. All right? That one came from Home Depot, but you can get it at Freight Harbor. I think it's Freight Harbor. I always say it backwards. I know that people have found it at Walmart. You can get it on Amazon, but the key factor is 8 ounces, because if you get anything heavier than 8 ounces, it's not going to tear, okay? All right, so let me just show you how we're doing the bow. I like a messy bow, you guys. I don't want it to be perfect. So let me just show you how I do that really quick. You can see I have 2 loops on both sides with a little tail. All right, 2 bows. Now we're going to put 1 in the middle of those. So you can see how I have 2 bows. Let's see here. I have 2 loops and 1 in the middle. Okay. And then I just kind of do that back and forth. Sometimes I will just do 1 on each side and just kind of alternate. All right. Harbor Freight. Thank you for correcting me. I never know which one. We don't have that here. So I don't go, so I never know which way. Hello, Gina. All right. I didn't ask you guys what's for dinner. What's for dinner tonight, you guys? We don't know what we're doing. I have no idea what we're having. That's Kevin's job. He's upstairs. Just now getting the notification? Holy cow, Dana. All right, I don't want to make a big, giant bow, you guys. I do want to add a little bit of lace in here. So when I do the lace, I don't like to do a loops on the lace. We're just going to do like a crisscross pattern and add some lace in here. Might have gotten that a little big. And now we'll add some ticking. Roast beef from Jimmy John's. Hello, Mary. Welcome, sweet friend. And you're having pork chops. That sounds delicious. All right, this time I think I'm just going to do 1 loop on each side. Cheeseburger and fries. Oh my gosh. And we'll go back over it with another set of loops. All right, just gonna do a very simple little bow. Oh, you're so welcome, Caroline. Breakfast for dinner. That is absolutely my favorite thing. Thank you, Sue. Chili and cornbread. Oh, yum. Steak, baked potato, and salad. Where's Kevin when I need him? You guys, look at how sweet that is. Just simply coming off of the Bodabra already. Okay, I haven't even done anything to it. Let's snip these crazy strings. Okay. And And I think what's key is just making it messy, you guys, because when you try to make it perfect, then that's when you run into complications and you can't get it just to be exactly the way you like it. Hello, Polly. Hello, Wendy. All right. Just give it a little shake and let things kind of fall in place, and you can fluff if you want, but there we go. Time. For at 6:30, I want you guys to go over to see Lisa Ann. So we got 10 minutes. Thank you. Okay. All right, you guys. Now, I got this little guy at Hobby Lobby. It had, which I will end up putting back on, but we may not have time. It had a little clip on it, okay? This was in the clearance section. I paid $1.49 for this, you guys. He's upstairs, Wendy, I know. I unscrewed it because we're going to put some paper on here. But you guys, I've seen things like this at Dollar Tree too, okay? I just don't happen to have one. So keep your eyes out. You can find something like this. It might be a little bit smaller, but you could always reduplicate what I made on Saturday, okay? This was just 2 boards with 2 planks, 2 chunky planks that I made together to give this type of a look, all right? And if you missed that live, let me know and I will get you a link. And hey, you know, I think I set something up. If you're not on Telegram and you want the link to Telegram, type in Telegram, and I think you should get a link to your messenger. It cannot have any other words with it, just the word Telegram, okay? Let's pray it worked. If it didn't work, come back and let me know, because I think I set something up. All right. Woo, I got to watch the time. All right, we're going to Mod Podge this. I've already cut out some paper, you guys. I think this paper is beautiful. This came from that book that I keep getting all of my beautiful papers from, okay? Miss Dana knows the name of the book. She will share it with you. I know she will because she always shares it. It is Paper Studio, whatever. Dana, come on, girlfriend. I know you know. I know you share it every single time for me. It didn't work? Okay. Dang it. All right. I will come back and give you the link. And I will have to figure out why it didn't work. All right. Darn it. I'm so sad it didn't work. I got lots of glue going on. Haberdashery. Thank you. Thank you, Carol. Okay. We might not have time, you guys, because I do want you guys to go support Lisa Ann. But I am going to put that little hook back on here. Screw it back on. I did poke a hole where it needs to go so that I won't lose it. All right, let's use the heat tool. And then we'll use the Easy Press. And I'll show you the little wreath that I got for this one. All right. Somebody want to type in Lisa Ann's page so that our friends that do not know Lisa Ann, they can go jump on and catch Lisa Ann. When I'm done here, I will pin it. Inspirations by Lisa Ann. And you guys, if you're new here and you're not following me, I'd love to have you give me a follow. I hear that there's a couple ways to do it now. You can either hit the 3 dots at the top and the drop down will come down asking you to follow. Or if you have a device that is not an Apple product, I guess if you hit my nose or somewhere on the screen, the little dots will come up that you can then select follow. Thank you, Carol. Let's see what else. Oh, and they've also changed the way that you follow. It doesn't necessarily say follow anymore. Some people might just have like. And if you hit like, you will also be following. Okay. Thank you, Leanne. Let's pin that. Okay, there's Miss Lisa Ann's page, you guys. I would love for you guys to go over there when we're done here. We're almost done. Let's use the Easy Press. Again, parchment paper, you guys. I do not recommend this, okay? Do as I say, not as I do. Hello, Vicki. Welcome, sweet friend. Yeah, and I usually will do my Easy Press. I keep mine at about 300 degrees, and I do it for about 25 seconds, okay? And the reason that I like to use my heat tool before is so that it will prevent, like, I can hear some sizzling going on. I think it really helps dry. Hello, Vonda. I think it helps dry that, that glue, okay? All right. It also helps prevent it from getting any kind of wrinkles too. You can hear the sizzling. Are you being serious? I hope you can't. Hello, and welcome, sweet friend. Hello, Cynthia. I didn't see you come in. Okay. Okay, we got 3 minutes. Okay. Let's see, let's put this back on so that if I can get it on quickly, then we're gonna go for it. And if not, then you guys are, I'll just have to show you what it looks like. You see some glue, okay. Yeah. Thank you, Carol. I tried to get that off of there. We'll probably just sand that. And there is some on the bottom. That's why I like to use my heat tool, you guys, because it prevents that. Okay. Let's try to get this on here. Wow, that's crazy that you could hear that. It just goes to show you why I like to do the way I do it. Okay, let's see if I can get this in here. Sometimes putting these things back together is not always the easiest. So we might have to just kind of, thank you, Carol. Sometimes putting things back together is not always as quick as you want it to be, especially when you're in a live. So we'll see how easily it cooperates. Because look at that, it's not already cooperating. Okay. We'll try one last time, and if it doesn't work, then we're just gonna kind of show you what it looks like. But this wreath is going to, this little clip will hold that wreath in place. Good grief. Do you know that you weren't live? It would work. Absolutely, Carol. All right, I'm going to try to stand up and see if that will help. Yeah, I'm not going to fight it, you guys, because you guys don't need to sit here and watch me fight that, because I don't know how long it's going to take me to fight that. Right? I should have done that first, had Kevin do it. But here's the other wreath that I got. Okay, this is one I got also last year at Joann's. This one actually did have the price on it. It was $12.99, you guys, but I got it for 90% off, okay? Hello, Amber. I hope that you had a great day, too. 90% off. Like, how can you go wrong with that? That's a good idea to just glue it on. Okay, so look, this is going to be our little wreath right here. And then, let's see, we didn't put the bow on. We made it, but we didn't put the bow on. Good grief. Let's put the bow on. Okay. And we'll hold it long enough this time because on Saturday I was trying to rush and we had a catastrophe with the bow. Not once, but twice it fell off. So we'll hold it long enough. Thank you, Tamara. I hope that you guys give this one a try because you know what? I've given you all the tools to make it, even if you don't have, you know, the cutouts, the vintage piece that I had on Saturday. And it's super easy and it is adorable, you guys. Thank you, Donna. All right, look at you guys. Look at how sweet that is. Okay. Thank you, Christy. All right, now I did end up having to glue the last one to the wreath. And I did use, because I had a hole, I did tie it a little bit to the top, which is why I probably shouldn't have cut the little piece off of here. So I could always reattach it, but it is what it is at this point. Thank you, Donna. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and just glue it on a little bit, you guys, and it'll come off if we need it to come off. You might just have to fight with some glue in some areas. Thank you, Irma. Thank you, Sherry. Right? It's cute all by itself. I think that I had a smaller one that I was going to try to put it on, like one of these little things that you can actually stand it up on. But I couldn't find it. Like there's so many things I can't find in my craft room. But that would totally work. Okay. Let's see. All right. It's going to take a minute for this to actually adhere, you guys. But I want you guys to go jump on to Lisa Ann. No rush. Inspirations. Oh no, she's not going on. Oh no. I know she's been really sick. She did tell me last night that she was going to, oh, there we go. She did tell me that she was going to go on no matter what, but apparently she's still not feeling well. That breaks my heart. I didn't message her today. All right, you guys. Look at how sweet that is, okay? I just love this. Well, there it goes. I didn't get it on good enough. I just love this little idea of having a stand to put a small wreath on, because for those that don't like to put holes in their wall, or they want it to actually sit up on a display with other things, I just think that it's perfect. And I mean, it just looks, let me show you the real one, the first one I did. Like, look at the comparison, you guys. They look so similar, okay? Obviously, the color's a little different because this one was actually real wood, and then this is the Dollar Tree one. But look what you can do with just a few things, some cardboard. I just love it. Okay, let's see if we can get this attached. Yes, I hope that you do, Sue. I hope that you do. And if you need to go back and watch the replay from Saturday to show you how to make the little stand for the wreath, go for it, girl. Oh, thank you, Leanne. Yeah, everybody was really liking it. And, you know, the piece that I had was a one-of-a-kind piece. So I wanted to give everybody an idea of how to make this since they couldn't get it. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Mary. All right, I'm just going to hope that this will stick this time, you guys. If not, it definitely hot glue, that's for darn sure. Okay. Hello, Martha. Welcome, sweet friend. All right. Just want to make sure. I think I think that it's good and stuck on there now, you guys. All right, so I'm gonna go back and I will get the little holder attached. But there we go, you guys. I think it just turned out just as cute as the first one, and I hope that you guys are inspired to make one yourself using a Dollar Tree cutout and some cardboard to cut out your bird. Again, you can get a bird, just go on the internet, find some clip art, type in bird cutout or just bird, and look for a shape that you like, trace it on your cardboard and cut it out. Thank you, Leanne from Dita's Crafts and Creations, and Barbara and Daphne and Tammy. Thank you guys so much. You guys, I appreciate you guys being here. I appreciate your support, your love, your kindness, your wonderful comments. I love you all. What is today? Today's Tuesday. I don't even know what day it is. I will see you guys tomorrow at 6 o'clock, okay? Let's see. Yes, it looks very high-end and you wouldn't even know it was Dollar Tree. That's right. See you guys tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Unless Lisa Ann is planning to go on, or our friend Sweet Christy over at Dashing Willow. Christy, are you planning on going on this evening? I don't think so. Yes, I will let him know that you missed him. Are you still here, Christy? Thank you, Patricia. Thank you, Kimberly. You guys, make sure that you sprinkle this if you love it. Give all those wonderful emojis. Make sure you come back and check out the pictures afterwards and give all the love and support on that too, okay? Because that helps our page grow, helps us get seen by new friends. I don't see Christy, so she must not be here. Will do, Sue. All right, you guys, I'm going to let you guys go. You guys have a fabulous night. I love you all, and I will see you all tomorrow. Good night.